This is a very good morning, and it's a very good day for Warren County. A key aspect of our economic development approach is the partnership, the relationship that we have with the State of New York Empire State Development and our Capital Region Economic Development Council. We are very fortunate to have an active Warren County advocate that sits on this council. We thank him for his unwavering support for our county and the programs. We welcome Omar Usami, founder and executive partner of Aon Nexus of Glens Falls and Albany.
When Hacker Boats came to the council for funding last round, the tax credits that we came to through the discussions throughout the deliberations of what Hacker Boats meant to Queensbury and to Warren County became a priority for us. This priority project from round 2 of the Capital Region Economic Development Council is so important to Warren County and so important to this industrial park in Queensbury.
George, welcome to the town of Queensbury. It's a privilege to have you and your quality operation here. You make a beautiful boat. You've got a terrific reputation, and we welcome you.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Certainly, it's always a good occasion to be welcoming a new business that's going to be expanding in New York State and staying here in the North Country. That's really important. I do have to tell you that I just spent a few days vacationing in the Tahoe area, and of course I had to do a little looking around at boat washing stations and marinas and everything. Got to a really big marina and saw some wooden boats and said, "Do you know anything about Hacker Boats?" "Oh yeah," he said, "we have Hacker Boats out here." So this is a boat company that began in our area on Lake George and has had a presence in Ticonderoga and Hague, and it has a very, very long history, but has a very long future ahead of it and a great future ahead of it. George's ideas for how he wants to expand and be all over. His daughter Erin, as he said, is at a boat show right now in Newport, Rhode Island. They go to boat shows in Florida, and as I said, her boats are all over the place and all over the world, really. And his ideas are wonderful for expanding job growth and expanding business in our area. So I thank him for that. And when someone is getting ready to expand and wants to have other assets nearby, for instance, the airport and all, we only hope that they stay in the North Country. And I really appreciate the fact that George, in looking around and looking at his business plan and what his vision is and what he wanted to do, continued to stay here in the North Country. So we welcome him to Queensbury. This is a great place. And certainly access to the airport is important for him as well. So thank you for being here. Thank you for investing in New York State.
We're very fortunate anytime you have a business that's willing to expand. It's good for the economy on so many levels. It's good for the employees. But certainly in New York State, it's not always a given that they're going to be able to expand here or get lured away to somewhere else. That's the business climate and the nature of things here. That's the kind of work that the Senator and I are trying to do down in Albany, make New York a more business-friendly place. But certainly when Hacker Boat realized that it was time for them to expand, I'm sure that they were looking at all the options. They've got a business to run and a bottom line to concern themselves with. And certainly they've had a long history here, as Betty pointed out, in Ticonderoga and Hague. But you know, there was no guarantee that they were going to stay in the North Country. And so certainly you know, just moving just a little bit down the road here with their operations here in the Queensbury Industrial Park, you know, certainly welcome to keep them in the North Country, keep them engaged here, you know, where their roots are. And so we're thrilled, George, that you've made that investment here to stay in the region. And you know, certainly this is a success story that we'd like to see continued throughout certainly my district, the Senator's district, and all of the state. But it's a privilege to have the opportunity to be with everybody here today and mark this next step in Hacker Boats' history.
I too am happy that Hacker Boats chose to locate in Warren County. It just shows the success of EDC of Warren County. This is exactly the economic development we've been looking for. The jobs, the international recognition that Hacker Boats has, it will be nothing but a positive for Warren County. And we hope that you'll be here for years to come.
You know, today is Friday the 13th, but it's a lucky day for Warren County. As chairman of Warren and Washington IDA, I'd like to extend our congratulations to Hacker Boat Company. We look forward
to building a great relationship with Hacker. We're eager to add employees to our local workforce. We anticipate substantial boost to our economy. If there's any way that Warren Washington IDA could be of any help, please give us a call, George. On a personal note, I have to tell you, I love boats. And I'm passionate about classic inboards. And I might be a little weird. Well, not might. There's some people who tell you I am a little weird. But to me, there's no sweeter sound than the inboard exhaust bubbling up from the stern of a classic mahogany watercraft. Mr. Badcock, good luck in the exciting new venture, and welcome to the Warren, Washington County region.
Now we would like to ask our presenter to our special guest today, Arlene Gerard, who is treasurer of the Economic Development Corporation of Warren County and a very well-known representative of NBT Bank here in Glens Falls in the North Country. Arlene Gerard. Arlene?
Well, I have the honor of introducing our main speaker today, Mr. George Badcock. Mr. Badcock is the founder, president, and chief executive officer of Overseas Lease Group, Incorporated, a vehicle, equipment, and turnkey on-site work camp leasing business that specializes in arranging and servicing leases with U.S. multinational companies, government agencies, non-governmental agencies, and intergovernmental agencies operating in a difficult international environment. Mr. Badcock managed the startup of New York Motors, an authorized Ford dealership, and the budget rent-a-car franchises in Moscow, Russia. Mr. Badcock subsequently expanded operations to the United States, Afghanistan, Yemen, Iraq, and various African countries. In 2011, Mr. Badcock's Aaron Investments completed the purchase of the controlling interest in the Hacker Boat Company, Incorporated. The Hacker Boat Company is the largest American manufacturer of classic mahogany motorboats sold under the Hackercraft brand. Hackercraft have been selected by Forbes magazine, FYI, for the list of 50 of America's best products. The company hand builds runabouts, sport boats, launches, yacht tenders, and utilities from 24 to 35 feet in length, as well as custom designed boats. Please join me in officially welcoming the newest business to locate in Warren County, Hacker Boat Company, and its president and CEO, George Badcock.
I really don't know how to follow. Thank you. Thank everybody for coming out on a really rotten day today. Well, it is Friday the 13th. That doesn't bother me, but I know it bothers some people. But the bottom line is we are happy to come to Queensbury. It gives us a new opportunity to expand our business. It gives us an opportunity to expand our workforce with additional craftsmen and workers from this area. We have some great ideas. We have been expanding the boat line. We're going to be building bigger boats. I want to say to you that we have some other boat plans. We're looking at another line of boats to build under the Hacker name, similar to what we're building now, but a little bit different construction. So we needed these additional space. I have to tell you that when we came up with our game plan, our business model, we went to the people at Economic Development, and they couldn't have been greater. I mean, Ed, I said to you earlier, you took over a great operation. John Wheatley has been super. He listened to us, listened to all our problems for the last 15 or 16 months until we finally found what we felt that is going to be a great home for us. Betty Little was helpful to us in getting through some tough issues, and we've been introduced to the IDA. We've spoken to the people here in Glens Falls through Bob Morris, who's a friend of mine. And we are very excited as a company to be coming here. We think it's a great opportunity for us to grow, and we appreciate everything that you've done for us. We thank Queensbury and Warren County. I know we're going to be coming to you for help as we go through this process, but we appreciate everything everyone's done for us so far, and we expect to be here for a while and to be a good neighbor. So thank you very much.
Thank you, George.
In terms of the business, we're going to be building some different boats, some larger boats. It's going to necessitate an increased workforce and some different type of craftsmen that we don't necessarily need now. As we build the bigger boats, we build a more intricate boat, more intricate woodwork, and for that we do need some different craftsmen. And we'll continue to build the boats that we're building now. We have 2 showrooms that we support, one in Fort Lauderdale and one here in Silver Bay. It was the best spot, it was convenient. I mean, it's easy for people to come in. Believe it or not, we do have a lot of people come in on private aircraft. We have a lot of people that come into Albany and drive up the Northway. It was convenient. It's in a sense what we hope to be somewhat, I wouldn't say ready to build, but it's flat land. We don't have to do a lot of demolition of trees and things of that nature, and we felt that it was a good opportunity. The real issue is that it affords us the opportunity to grow. And it gives us a facility where we have 2 or 3 businesses under one roof. That's the big thing for us. It's an efficient way to run our business, and it's an easier way for us to grow our business. We can cross-train the employees that we have now. We're doing that now in the facility that we have. So as we look to the future, we're trying to expand within the workforce that we have now, the abilities of the workers that we have now. Because we're bringing our boat restoration business as well as our new boat construction business into one facility.